You're listening to the Simon and Alex Show podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Simon and Alex Show podcast.
You've got to stop this.
Hey,
This can't continue.
Take a listen. Oh, that's the sound of
some
a
good acoustics,
freshly opened can of Iron Brew.
Yeah. Alex,
Yep.
I've noticed something's different this week.
Something is different.
Yeah, you're not in the usual recording studio you made in our living room.
I am not, because we set out to record at 3 o'clock today.
Yes.
And 3 o'clock today came, and Steve next door has got builders to repoint his wall.
Ah, okay.
They decided that they would also repoint our wall.
Okay.
So they've been working on our house. And
yeah.
It's not our landlord. She didn't message us to let us know, because she didn't even know. The builders were just like, oh, we saw that we needed to repoint that wall. We did it a few years ago. So thought we've got nothing better to do all day. So I left the house as he had his radio blasting in the alleyway beside our house. And he was singing Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Good choice. Very good choice.
So yes, I have relocated. I apologise if the room that I'm in, I don't have soundproofing, so there might be a bit of an echo.
Nah, that's fine.
But we'll do our best.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we recorded.
It has been a couple of weeks since we last recorded. Because of our hiatus. But we're back.
And we are better than before. Or we are the same as
or
before.
we've lost our...
Yeah, we are slightly worse than before.
I think that's probably the case. I am boiling.
I'm so warm.
I can see why you'd be warm, because you are in what is effectively a greenhouse, being cooked alive. Whereas I can't open my window, otherwise it messes up the audio quality. So I'm just here cooking. And right, I didn't know you were going to be in a different recording space today, and I was going to answer the call with my top off because it was boiling. So I'm very glad I decided not to do that.
Well, I have my sexy little shorts on today.
I don't have my sexy shorts on this week.
It's not going to be a good visual for the podcast, but Simon got to see my lovely, lovely thighs.
Well, of course. And if you want those thighs, you can see a fabulous picture on Alexander David Jackson 3. I think your Instagram is
23.
23. The reason I bring it up, it's an impressive photo. How do you?
Oh, sorry. I really don't want to cut you off.
That's fine.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Have you been removing comments from the Simon and Alex Show's Instagram account?
Just one.
Just one? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So I spend maybe a good 20 hours on a drawing. That's been my week basically, and most people seem to like it, but then I get a couple of comments last night. One from you saying it's 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I felt like that was fair. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fair. And then one from my own show's Instagram account, just saying it's so abysmal that I'm going to be removed from the podcast for drawing. So that comment's no longer there. I took it down.
The comment down. Yeah.
It's just sad to read. Basically, I can take the 6 out of 10, but that's just too much.
Well, at least I know it was definitely you.
Oh yeah. Okay, trying to think if anything of note has happened recently.
Masturbated to anything good this week?
I know your sister.
Oh, I was going to say the exact same about you.
It's my turn, damn it.
Well, as of today, we are officially halfway through June and Pride Month.
Let's try that again. We're halfway through Pride Month and also June.
Okay, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
We still very much appreciate the pictures and videos of monkeys. Chimps.
So...
However, some people have been sending in pictures of like gorillas and apes. Apes are not chimps.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but
it's sort of in the monkey spirit, though, I think. So it's hard to tell if we're allowing those into the contest. It depends on how good the image is, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so keep them coming.
If you want to have a chance of winning a monkey adopted in your name, is it a monkey or a chimp? I don't know.
It would be a chimp.
Okay.
Yeah.
A chimp adopted in your name. We can't name it though.
No, we can choose a chimp.
Yeah, okay. We'll adopt a chimp for you, basically. Yeah. I'll tell you what happened this morning.
Go on.
I get a notification on my phone, as you do. And it's someone who's made a post in a secondary school leavers Facebook group.
Okay.
Now, this group has been active for 4 years, sorry. For obvious reasons. So, like, okay, what possible reason could someone from my former secondary school have for posting in this chat? And it was a shared link to a live stream of a psychic.
A psychic?
A psychic.
Like,
Someone like doing psychic readings over Facebook. Yes.
Your cards show. You'll
yes.
Be hit by a lorry.
I was just thinking that's
hippy dippy mumbo jumbo.
I mean, there's a lot of options you have to try before sharing a psychic to a group that's not been active for 4 years.
Although, in fairness, we are talking as if it's crazy. The idea is that psychics.
No, it is.
Okay, but you can't disprove a negative. You can't prove God doesn't exist.
You have to You have to prove that it is possible. I'd have to prove that it's not possible. That's the scientific method there, Alex.
Yeah, but you can't disprove a negative.
I don't have to disprove a negative. You have to prove a positive. Yeah. The null hypothesis is that psychics aren't real. The alternate hypothesis is that they are. You have to prove that.
Yeah,
it's not on me to prove that.
Why should there be? Yeah, but you can't disprove it.
I think I could, probably.
Yeah, but you can't.
I can.
How? Tell me, please. Pray tell.
All right. It's in the similar vein of horoscopes, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, what's your horoscope?
I don't know.
What?
A Taurus.
When's your birthday?
Come on, Simon. You know this. St. George's Day.
I don't. Alex, I don't know when St. George's Day is.
23rd of April.
That's the one. Taurus. You're right. Right. So, I'm finding your horoscope. In fact, you know what? Let's find yesterday's horoscope. So, yesterday's horoscope for you.
Yeah.
Discussions involving a group you're affiliated with could lead to some deep subjects, such as philosophy, metaphysics, science, or all three. Your mind should be quick and sharp today, on both a logical and an intuitive level. You'll probably soak up just about everything you hear. You could give it a lot of thought, and yes, you should be able to make sense of it all.
Yeah.
That sound about right?
I mean, yeah.
For yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. That wasn't your horoscope, that was Leo's horoscope. See, it's rubbish. It's generic advice that can apply to anyone who keeps their mind open to it. It is absolute rubbish.
Yeah, but wait there. When's your birthday?
I mean, when's Alex, you know this.
September?
Yeah.
The 11th? No.
No, you were at my birthday.
I know I was at your birthday, but I don't know what day it was.
Which means I was back at uni.
September the 17th?
Almost there. So close.
18th?
Nope.
19th?
Nope.
20th?
Nope.
Am I going the wrong way?
No, you're going the right way.
23rd?
Nope.
22nd?
Nope.
25th?
Nope.
27th?
Yes, fine.
Yeah. We're going to edit that so I get it first time.
No, we're not.
September 27th. What's your...
Libra.
Your zodiac's Libra. Alright. So your horoscope for yesterday...
Okay.
is... Right. Okay, no, I think this is quite fair.
Alright. For yesterday, right?
For yesterday. Right.
Okay.
You are a vertically challenged man-child with a smaller than average penis size. You struggle...
I mean, I know that's inaccurate, Alex. You're just proving my point.
But I feel like it's nice that it's vague. I don't believe in it, but I feel like it's nice that it's vague, and the same way that there's lots of religions that I don't believe in. I would never say that they were wrong.
Yes, that I agree. I don't have anything wrong with people like enjoying this sort of stuff.
But you just said that they were wrong.
No.
Can we?
I said
no,
they.
No. Can we insert here the exact part where you say that they're wrong?
See, it's rubbish. It's generic advice. I said. Okay,
no,
right.
You said they were wrong.
All right. What I mean is, it's all right to enjoy this sort of thing. But if you're acting like it's... As an
archaeologist, I love to watch people dig holes, but this is painful.
No. I've got a point I'm making here.
Go for it.
I'm saying it's all right to enjoy this sort of thing as long as you don't think base actual like meaningful decisions on it, because it's no more effective than a random number generator picking your whatever solution you want. So yes, it's fun to have. Don't put too much faith in it.
So would you say the same about religion?
Now that's a trickier subject there, Alex.
But you said that they were similar, very similar. You did, and if you want to insert that here, please do.
Hi there. Didn't actually say this, so Alex is wrong here.
And I know it's warm today, Simon, but you're sweating a bit.
Yeah, right.
A bit too much there.
Now, I was fine with digging the horoscope hole. I can dig myself out of that one. This one.
This religion hole is more than 5 foot deep, so you're going to struggle there.
I'm not 5 foot.
You're not? Oh, you're smaller than 5 foot?
No. Okay.
But yeah, come on, religion. What's wrong with it? Go.
Okay. In a similar vein, I don't think there's any harm in believing in a religion. But if you're using religion as an excuse...
Surely isn't science just a religion?
How do you mean?
Well, why is religion wrong to you?
Why is religion wrong to me?
Yeah. Why do you think religion is wrong? And it's okay to think that, because I'm open to the fact that it could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm open to the fact that it could be right. I'm open to the fact that other people could be right. But why for you is it wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. I can't prove that it's wrong. But I choose to believe that it's not the case because there's a lack of empirical evidence for it.
So what empirical evidence do you have that science is right?
Science is based on empirical evidence.
Yeah, but what?
What do you mean, like all science?
Yeah, just take a little bit of science. Take anything. Take Kepler or Newton. Just what about that is fact?
What do you mean, what about it is fact?
If you look at Newton, yeah?
Yes, yeah, okay.
Gravity.
Yes.
What evidence do you have that gravity exists? It's a force, you can't see it. You can measure it, yeah, but there's nothing to say that that's what it is. Yeah.
There you go. There's your evidence. Gravity exists.
Okay.
It is based on observational evidence.
Okay, well, what about if I read my horoscope?
Yes.
And I observe that that's exactly how my day goes. Or I believe in God, I pray for something to happen, and I observe that that thing does happen.
Right. See, the difference is the evidence collecting for gravity is a hell of a lot more of that than just one person following a horoscope. And that horoscope might be wrong. It might just be a fluke. It could be... So you need to collect a lot of evidence, and I would be willing to bet if you had a large group of people doing horoscopes and seeing if it turned out to be true.
But if you're saying that they're so vague that they are true for everyone, then surely everybody who you test will come back and say that it was true.
I mean...
And you can get false results in science.
You can
do tests that yield false results. So surely there would be just as, if not more of a chance that you would get a negative result back from a scientific experiment than...
Depending on the experiment, If you get a false result, it's your fault. You've done something wrong in the experiment. If you get the results that somehow prove gravity's wrong, and stuff doesn't actually fall to the ground, you've probably done something wrong.
Oh, very right. Yeah.
But then that's the thing, because science isn't like a fixed thing. Like the model of the solar system, like thinking the Earth is the center of the universe versus the sun being the center of the universe and it changing from there. Like, you base it on the evidence you have at the time. So a lot of things in science could be wrong. Yeah. In fact, they probably are wrong. But it's the best assumption to make based on the evidence we have so far.
At the current time.
Yes.
So, back in the day, when religion was the best assumption to make based on the current evidence, and science wasn't really a thing, or it was a thing, but it wasn't as big a thing as it is now, then what's to say that in 2,000 years' time, science won't be looked at as if it was our version of religion? And if that's the case, then surely what we're following now is wrong. We just don't know it yet. There's a chance that it is right, but there's also a chance that it's wrong, because we're using the knowledge that we have at the minute.
I suppose that's a fair comparison to make.
Coolio. I'll drink to
that. Difference is, people don't often use science as an excuse to subjugate women and minorities. But, I'm not going to go there.
But yeah, no, I do believe in science. I have believed in religion. Yeah. I don't think I'm quite in a place to decide which one is right.
Well, I don't think...
I know which one I lean closer to.
I don't think they're mutually exclusive things. I don't think they are at all. Because...
I don't think that you have to choose one.
No, I think you can choose both.
Religion-wise, you kind of have to choose a religion if you're going to be religious. Like, you can't be a Christian and
dabble a bit in Buddhism as well.
Yeah. I was going to say Buddhism. Oh, that's cool. But I don't think that you can't be religious and believe science is like flawless. Because I do. I love science. I think science is amazing.
My best friend knows science a lot. It's great.
Good guy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also like Jesus. I've got his book. It's great. So I don't think the two have to be separate from each other. There's a lot of people who will use the argument against religion and say, "Oh, I don't believe in religion because I believe in science."
Yes.
Or they'll say, "I don't believe in science because I believe in God." But I don't think the two have to be...
That's less of an okay approach to have.
Okay, but I don't think that the two have to be...
No, I agree. Like, it's perfectly reasonable to believe in a God if you also believe in science. Because there is no evidence for...
No. It's perfectly acceptable to believe in a God and believe in science. You said if you believe in science. You said it as if the only way that it's acceptable to believe in God is if you also believe in science.
No, I think everyone should believe in science, really.
I mean, yeah, me too. But surely all Buddhists and all Sikhs believe that everyone should believe in Buddhism and Sikhism.
But then I think most reasonable people don't care what other people believe. I think what my point is there's no evidence really... Like, no strong evidence for or against religion.
Yeah.
So, it's not a mutually exclusive thing, like, following science and also believing in a religion. So, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't.
That's fair.
This is taking an odd turn, this episode.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting to be like, what have you done in these 2 weeks?
I've done nothing, that's why. I've been pondering the universe. What do you think?
I don't know whether you can hear this.
Yeah.
But if I showed you my sloshy belly?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to drink some water here. But...
Oh, okay. Oh no, not this again.
I watched a video of a cat that had drank too much water, and the owner grabbed it by its belly and just sloshed it around, and this cat goes like, and I can do that, so I'm going to do it. So just 2 seconds.
Oh, it's just disturbing.
We don't even have to keep this in. I've just got a
This
lot of water to
is
drink
this is
right now.
complete. This is a complete tonal change from discussing religion and science to you sloshing water around your belly.
We can keep it for the best bits if we want.
Oh no, this is staying in. This is all staying in.
Well, talk to the listeners, Simon.
I mean, what am I supposed to say? All I'm doing right now is watching Alex drink water. Like a lot of water. If you're listening at home, I've recently acquired a green screen, so please send in any suggestions of anything I should do with that, because I've got no idea. It was an impulse buy like 2 months ago, and it's only just arrived. Oh,
I'm on the table with the mic aimed at my belly.
this is disgusting. This is the worst thing I've ever seen, / going to hear. That is revolting. God, stop this. Oh, I can't keep this in. That's disgusting.
I don't see water splashing around my belly.
Oh my god. Why? I mean, I think you've done an excellent job of toning down the seriousness of the podcast.
That's fair.
Right. Should we talk about the film?
Let's talk about the film. I mean, I have not seen
Right.
the film.
I've not seen the film.
Oh, so let's talk about watching the film.
Yep.
Soon? Okay.
Let's watch the film.
Okay. Should we not make a joke?
I mean, you can make a joke.
If I was like, let's watch Love, Simon, and you can be like, I don't want to watch Love with you. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Alright, let's watch the movie.
I just want to say
Right.
that considering you hadn't seen that film before you said it,
Mm-hmm.
I think that you smashed it out of the ballpark.
I loved it as well.
I am so annoyed that we didn't choose it later when we were on the radio show.
Yeah.
Because the soundtrack. Ooh.
It was fine. The soundtrack wasn't the strong point in the film for me, if I'm being honest.
Oh no!
No,
the
I
soundtrack
know,
was
but
a
like,
nice little extra. But the film was. You know how difficult it is to get me to like films.
yes,
That was an amazing film.
it really was. It was far better than I was expecting, to be honest.
I don't know what I was expecting,
Yeah,
but it wasn't that, and that's a good thing.
it was very it's got very strong control over the viewer's emotions. I think because it can be really funny at times,
Yeah.
and then the most tense thing on earth as well.
See, those are the notes I made for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I made quite a lot of notes.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually going to apologise because I haven't made that many notes on this film.
Yeah,
Because usually I'll sit there with the plot synopsis on IMDb and I'll be reading it as I'm going through the film, so I'm understanding what's going on.
right.
I got
Okay.
about halfway through the film
Yeah.
and I just forgot to make notes because it's
Yeah.
such a good film.
I was gonna have it on in the background while I was drawing the art for this week, and I just didn't. I just focused on it instead.
In comparison to Vacation last week, it's amazing.
I think this is a strong return to form.
No, it does do humour really well.
Yeah.
I got the great, well, you said all right, so I'll say decent music.
Nah, that's down to personal taste. But
I think in the whole film,
yeah,
my favourite scene was where Simon raised the. We're gonna have to differentiate between
yes.
Simon in the film and you.
Let's call him Film Simon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the film, I can't say in the film Simon.
Movie Simon.
So in the film,
Yeah.
Simon makes a really, really good point that why should people who are gay have to come out?
Yes.
Why is that the normal? Why don't people who are straight have to come out? Why
Yep.
isn't gay the normal? And people who are straight have to sit down with their parents and tell them that they're straight, and that scene was amazing.
Oh, it's really good. Like, there's a couple of cutaway like scenes like that where it's just him imagining stuff, like
Yes.
him imagining what college is like as well.
Yes, that was my next note, and I just wanted to say that when we watched 500 Days of Summer,
Yes, I know what you're
they
gonna say.
did that kind of thing,
Yeah,
and they didn't do it well. I didn't think.
that's fine.
I did not hide the fact that I didn't like that kind of thing in films, but in this film, it was so good. And then at the end,
Yeah,
because what the scene is Simon decides that he's not comfortable coming out when he's in high school, so he's going to wait till college.
Yeah.
He's just going to really embrace it then. So there's a scene where I don't know what they're dancing to.
oh, I can't remember now.
I
Sorry.
should know. But yeah. So they're dancing and like it's all flamboyant. There's like pride flags everywhere.
Yeah,
And then at the end he stops and he like looks to the camera and he's like, yeah, maybe not that gay. But yeah. So
well, that's
I
fair enough.
enjoyed that. Because I think that's something that the film does well.
Yeah,
Some films take a very go hard or go home approach to it.
yeah,
Where if a character's gay, then they are
like very
stereotypical.
effeminate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas this film does a really good job of just portraying that just because someone's gay doesn't mean that they have to act different or be different.
Yeah,
Or anything
but
has to change.
it covers both ends of that spectrum as well, because there is another gay character who is a much more effeminate than Simon is.
Yeah. Halfway through the film,
Yes.
in film time, it was Christmas, and I got really nostalgic. So I can't wait for Christmas now. But I did have a question for you.
Okay, hit me.
In the film, Simon sends emails to this guy who's anonymous,
Yes.
who's also in that school, and he's gay.
Yeah.
Another kid gets a hold of the emails and blackmails Simon.
Yes.
So says, look, if you don't try and set me up with this girl, I will leak the emails to the whole school.
Yeah.
Simon obviously doesn't want to come out by his out and being leaked.
Yes.
So he goes along with it. It's nothing malicious or anything. But do you think that when everyone finds out, they treated him harshly?
I think they were acting fairly, given that what was going on, because he'd been lying to every single one of his friends about the other friends, trying to manipulate them just so he would be protected. But I absolutely get where he's coming from as well.
But do you not think that surely whenever he would decide it was necessary to come out,
Yeah.
and his, well, safety with that is more important than the minor inconvenience that happened to them?
Yeah, I think that's a fair point to make. Like, this is a much bigger thing, and they do eventually understand where he was coming from because of everything that was going on. So they accept that too as the film moves on.
And my last note,
Right?
because I really didn't make that many, is I like how the film
Yeah.
gets across how difficult but not impossible it is for the whole jock father to accept that his son came out. That dad in the film is
Yeah.
amazing.
I really love that character.
So-
Genuinely, I don't... It has been a long time since I've cried watching a movie, but I cried when he's talking to his dad about it. Genuinely.
Honestly, I can't. I don't cry watching movies, but
Yeah.
I did cry quite a lot watching that.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
okay.
really well done, this film.
It's the fact that it gets across, because I'll never understand that struggle.
No.
But the fact that it gets it across so well, and but it does mix humor in with it perfectly.
Yeah.
Dad's like a really stereotypical macho manly man jock kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of if you imagined that you were gay
Right.
kind of like the one person that you wouldn't know how would react. Because throughout the film, this dad's like constantly talking about girls to Simon, and it's like
and like
there was
at the start of the film, he's like making offhanded jokes about this guy on TV. Oh, he must be gay, like because he carries a purse or that kind of thing, and you can see why that would make him more afraid of coming out.
I don't know. That's a difficult thing. Is that wrong? Is the way that the father acted, like saying stuff like, "Oh, he carries a purse," and assuming that his son was straight, is that wrong?
I don't think it's right or wrong to make assumptions about your kid, but I think making comments like that in front of your kid. But then of course this is just something he's grown up with. Like it's a shift in culture and everything.
I don't think at any point it's right to say that like old people. I don't think it's right to say that old people can get away with saying stuff that's sexist or racist or homophobic because they're old. But the film does a really good job of showing that they believe this, but they can change their views.
Yeah, exactly.
I made my little note somewhere to go away, actually. When he comes out to his dad, and his dad's really understanding, and he's like, "Oh, hey, don't worry, we'll sign up for Grindr together." Simon's like, "Oh, I don't think you know what Grindr is." And the dad's going, "It's Facebook for gay people, yeah."
Oh dear, I mean, like that was like right after it actually got me crying, and then it just like throws a curveball with that, and it's brilliant.
That's perfect the way that it can do that.
Yeah, it's like it knows when to be serious and when to like lighten up a bit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Mm-hmm. I hate Martin. I really hate Martin.
Martin is the worst.
Oh my god! Just this film's really good at making me hate that guy.
Martin's the guy who blackmails Simon.
Yeah.
And it's hard because it got to a point in the film where I just started to think maybe Martin was a decent guy. When he's in the diner, he's talking to the girl, he's saying like, "Oh, you deserve a goddamn superhero." And
also, I couldn't watch that. I really couldn't watch that. That made me so uncomfortable.
Why?
No, I just like any sort of like big public thing like that. Like there's that in the diner. There's the whole football match thing.
The whole football thing was so uncomfortable.
That
and
actually like physically hurt me to watch.
It's like I don't know. It's okay. I'm okay watching videos of people proposing at like American football games. But it's having the background of the film.
Yeah.
And understanding exactly that the girl's gonna say no.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it more uncomfortable.
I would never, and I mean never, ever want any situation like that to happen to me, like caused by me or someone to me. Any kind of massive display like that, absolutely, like no. Jesus Christ,
you know
no.
What, Simon? I will allow you to swear.
No, because I have to bleep it out.
No, you have to do it. You have to be like, "Oh, well, in that case," and then just one long.
Oh, it's just like with displays of affection. The way I see it, it should be like a private, personal thing because you got a connection between the two, and it's not like connection between the two of you and maybe 2,000 other strangers.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think different people are different. For some people, it's that going the extra mile.
Yes.
To kind of prove it, but yeah, I understand that.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, that's why that kind of thing in that film just hurt me. Like even this is one of my minor gripes with the film, and I know it's a me problem. I don't think it's a problem with the film. I didn't like the ending. Like, yeah, it was earned, it was deserved, it was happy. I liked it in that sense. But the whole, like, grand display of it just made me uncomfortable.
I think that's a you problem.
I know it
thought
is a
the
me
ending was
problem.
amazing.
Yeah, I do think it makes perfect sense for the film because it is like he's what?
How do you think? Do you think that you should have just
No,
stayed
no,
on
no.
the Ferris wheel and no one should have came?
No. It's just like the whole Ferris wheel got me uncomfortable because, like, as time went on, when he's on this Ferris wheel and it's just him on his own as it progressed, he was like, "Oh no, it's gonna be bad, isn't it?" And that, oof. It's like I said, this film is very good at making me feel uncomfortable, just at awkward situations.
Usually that would make a film bad for me.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, I think it just shows how invested it gets you in all the characters.
It's very rare.
Yeah.
That a film, especially that you make me watch, will run the risk of changing my top 10 films.
Oh,
but
well.
This comes close.
This is why we're here. I would say this is one of my top 10 films as well now, after watching it for the first time.
It's so good.
Now, do you want to...
I don't think I'll ever watch it again. Not until I'm emotionally stable and ready to do that to myself. But yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to know some depressing facts about this film?
Go. I was actually going to do some research because I wanted to know whether the director or anyone involved with the production was gay.
I believe the director is gay.
Okay, because I was going to say for a heterosexual person to get across.
Yes.
Because, again, I don't know what it feels like, but it seems to get everything across perfectly.
Yeah. So some depressing things about this film.
Okay.
Banned in India.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just a shame, really.
That's a cultural thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be an okay one. I like. Do you want to know? This is sort of relevant. There's a game on a 3DS called like Miitopia, where it's like a little fantasy game where you play as like your Miis, and this game has an 18 rating in Russia.
Miitopia?
Yes.
Doesn't have like a 3 rating over here.
Yes, it does.
Why?
It's 18 rating in Russia because like you can build relationships between people of the same gender.
Jesus.
So that makes this the most like child-friendly game imaginable. Is a rated 18 in Russia.
That's I think it's difficult to understand the cultural divide because we've grown up with so much. We've grown up where everything's okay and you can be who you want to be. You can believe what you want to believe. So for there to be places that are still in the, I don't know whether I'd call it the development stage, but
they haven't moved forward with the times in this regard.
Yeah,
particularly legally.
Usually, I would put up the argument where maybe the times are wrong. We had this debate in the first half with maybe science is wrong. Maybe, that maybe some people aren't on board with it, but maybe it's wrong. But in this case, I do think it is a very strong case of being behind the times. Yeah. And I don't think, I will happily say this, I don't think the times are wrong.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Just going back to your earlier point where you were saying like about how we've grown up and experienced all this, like I would agree that yes, at least for the most part, growing up here is a much more like relaxed sort of thing. There's no legal implications for being gay.
Yeah.
There's still cultural problems though. Like obviously, this isn't really something we've had to experience. It's never something we've been on the receiving end of.
No.
But like growing up, as a kid, like you do, even if you don't know any gay people as a kid, you still like it's still flung around as an insult, or like you don't want other people to call you that.
I think that's where the problem is with most things. If you look at areas that have a low like ethnically diverse population,
Yeah.
they tend to be the worst areas for racism.
Yeah.
If you look at places where, like, if you took schools that didn't have any gay people,
Yeah.
then the film addresses this fine. The first one to come along
Yeah.
is looked at differently.
Yeah.
And shouldn't be, because it's that change. It's the different from the normal, which I don't know whether it makes people scared or afraid or what, but it makes them act differently. That's not always a good thing.
Yeah.
We've got gay friends.
Yeah, no. Trust us. We got gay friends. We got.
No, I'm not.
We're immune to criticism here.
I'm not saying it to cover our backs.
Yeah, no, I know.
I would hate for them to think that we were acting any differently around them.
Yeah.
Because they were gay.
I think it might be just because of the levels of diversity in the north. I think it might be a bigger problem up here.
Yeah, no, I genuinely, I do think it is.
Yeah.
I went to school up here. And I can tell you that, yeah, it is. The amount of times that the word gay has been flung around is an insult.
Yeah.
And it's from people that I know. They're not bad people. There's no blame. If you're telling a joke about someone who isn't there, then there's no harm in it, right? Because
I get that.
If we end this call,
yeah,
and then I go call my mates and start making fun of you,
yes,
you get hurt because you're not there. You're not there to get hurt. So if there's no gay people, who are you going to hurt? But this film shows that there might not be anyone, but that's just because people might not have came out yet.
Yeah,
and that just makes it harder for people. So
yeah, it's sort of like even if you're not saying it to anyone who's in any way not straight, it still perpetuates this as the norm. Like, oh, it's okay to make fun of this sort of thing.
Yeah,
and then they pass it on, and it just becomes more difficult for everyone.
And I do think we live in a more accepting time.
Yes.
But I do think that most of the sexism and all that stuff, the homophobia that's coming out of schools, comes from parents. That whole masculine image, trying to be like, oh, hey son, let's go play catch, baseball, fast cars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the whole, kids are super impressionable.
Yes,
and
exactly.
If they're role models, not bad role models, but if what they're saying isn't right,
then they pick up on it.
They're going to pick up on it, and that's not the kid's fault. It starts to become their fault if they can't see that it's wrong, and that they don't change. Or even then, I think sometimes I don't think. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
If somebody's saying something that's offensive,
yes,
and they realise it's offensive, that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
I think everybody has a slip of the tongue sometimes. I think everyone will say something without even thinking this is going to offend someone, or without even thinking this is going to be offensive, and they might not realise it. I don't think that's wrong. I think that everyone does it.
Yeah.
But the moment that you realise that that's wrong, whether it's in hindsight or whether you're introduced to a new bit of news, then if you don't change, that's where the problem is.
I think that's right. Yeah, if you're willing to accept that what you said or what you've done is wrong and take steps so that this doesn't happen in the future, well, I think that's about the best thing you can do in that situation.
Yeah. Some hard-hitting stuff from the Simon and Alex show this week.
We've had the most serious show this week. I don't believe
I forgot that we talked about religion, and science in the first half.
Got some population statistics about York.
Go on.
It's 94% white in York.
Is that a problem?
Well, I mean, I I don't think it's either a bad or a good thing. It's just like certain areas will have larger populations of different ethnicities.
Yeah,
and York is this way because basically a few hundred years ago, oh dear, they did round up a lot of people and burn them in a tower. But that's that's not ideal.
The current this is where I think there's a problem.
Yeah.
People use statistics like that to say, oh, this area is racist because they have a low population of ethnically diverse people.
Yeah.
But does that make it racist? Or would ferrying in a load of people who are ethnically diverse to raise the population diversity, would that be worse?
I
don't think it's to actively go out and try and draw in a certain type of person to make an area look better because it's diverse.
Yeah, that's just checking. Wrong. That's checking boxes.
Yeah,
like if you're making a place more inclusive so people choose to move there, I think that's the better way to go about it.
If those figures start to increase because people are moving there and they're feeling comfortable moving there,
yeah,
I think that's when you start to win.
Yes, but the problem with like having such a high percentage of people who are like white or straight or whatever, that causes like an echo chamber for like people growing up there, because if they're not exposed to like different sorts of people, then they don't see the harm in making fun of them.
Yeah.
Like, do you know, I think one of the worst, especially in the north, one of the worst like casual offences, how's it pronounced? Romani people, or commonly referred to as gypsies.
Okay.
Yeah, because that, like, jokes about these people are so commonplace. Even people that I would think are like otherwise completely like accepting of everything, I've heard make jokes about these people, and I don't especially get why people don't see that it's the same thing.
I will hold my hands up.
Yeah,
I have, because I didn't realize. I just didn't realize.
Exactly.
I honestly didn't realize that it's kind of like the whole, oh, it's not racist if it's towards the French kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's a joke, by the way. I didn't realize, because the area that I grew up in,
yeah,
it was just like, oh, okay.
It's just the norm.
Yeah.
It's just what people do.
I realised, and as soon as I realised, I stopped. But the problem is that people don't realise.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never say anything to offend anybody. But I think everyone can say that at some point in their life they have said something that would have offended someone.
Yes. And yeah, this is another thing. Like, just growing up, this just seemed like this didn't seem like a harmful thing to do. This just seemed like normal because everyone was doing it. How could it be bad? But then as you grow up and you become like better educated, you see more of the world, you understand that there are different like cultures of people, then you realise that I mean, there's nothing to gain from being offensive to these people.
Yeah.
We've covered.
I don't think we've made a jokey joke this half yet.
Well, don't worry, because if we're gonna wrap things up around now, which I think we're about that time, there is a complete tonal shift for next week's episode. Do you know what movie we're watching?
Are we not watching quite a few movies, Simon?
I believe we are watching quite a few movies.
You do not know how excited I am right now.
All right, I'm not sure you know how many Planet of the Apes movies there are.
How many are there?
Well, let's check this. Okay, I think the best way to go about this is to watch the original and the new ones.
I think that's okay.
Because otherwise, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 films. Plus a television series, plus an animated series,
We're
plus
in lockdown, we have time. It's okay.
4 video games. So, next week, we're watching Planet of the Apes from 1968.
Yep.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes from 2011.
Yep.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes from 2014.
Oh.
And finally, War for the Planet of the Apes in 2017. Oh, just to finish off this chimp June here, we're having an ape marathon here.
Yeah, still remember to keep those.
Keep sending in your monkey
coming.
pictures.
Yeah.
Mm.
The hype is real.
Jesus Christ! What? Who the hell are you?
Simon.
What?
It's me, Alex from the future. You need to end this podcast right now.